13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Right to the air is Jackson.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On second and inches, Jackson dancing to his left.
That's complete. It's Devin Boovenile. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
The Ravens at 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This time Jackson will throw it.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at the 34. After the interception, here's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Wilson. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Wilson will throw again. That's complete. It's Boovenile. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he powers his way up past the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Jackson now.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now Jackson on first down.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Hey, come on.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that traded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Again, it's Johnson.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0.
Broncos 14, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On third down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A gain of 5.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the counter, here's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 4th down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You think about this strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
34 yards.
And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Williams running left. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They try the left side here with Williams. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Alert.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
0.
Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now McManus for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner.